When we think of fighter jets, we typically think of jets such as the F-18, the F-22 Raptor, the J-20, the F-35, the F-14 Tomcat, and the F-4 Phantom. All of these jets are either American, Chinese, or British. What if I told you that Canada had once created an interceptor too? In 1953, a company named Avro Aircraft, based out of Toronto, began work on a supersonic interceptor. It was the first in Canada and the last. The CF-105, also known as the Avro Arrow, was designed to stop Soviet bombers and prevent attacks on Canada. To give you a sense of this plane, here are some numbers. Its wingspan was about 15.2 meters, a length of 26.1 meters, a height of 6.5 meters, and a cruising speed of 1,128 kilometers an hour, with a max speed of 2,435 kilometers an hour. Controlling the airplane was two pilots. The aircraft had two Orianda Equirus axial flow turbojet engines with static thrust afterburners weighing approximately 26,000 pounds, or about 200 ohms. The Avro Arrow with both engines produced a thrust of about 60,000 pounds. In comparison, it takes about 320 pounds to crush a watermelon. 60,000 pounds is 185.5 times the thrust of which it would take to crush a watermelon. During the testing of models 201 and 202, they both had landing gear failure, causing the planes to veer off the runway, resulting in minor damages to both of the aircrafts. Since the Avro Arrow had landing problems, Model 203 was built with a parachute to slow down the speed of the aircraft upon landing. The CF-205 was unveiled on October the 14th in Malton, Ontario. During the unveiling, the CF-100s flew over in salute. The plane was built in a total of 4 years from getting the go-ahead, a whopping 4 years. When Avro was making a deal with Canada, they agreed on 100 operational aircrafts costing approximately $3.5 million apiece. In comparison, the F-18 cost about $83 million apiece. The Avro Arrow would be carrying air-to-air nuclear missiles, either Falcon or Genie missiles, which you can see in the testing of this clip. The first flight of the CF-205 was on March 25, 1959, which was videotaped and is now able to be viewed.
are behaving quite nicely. I can see no oscillatory motions of any description in them. I think all this immediately the carriage is packed, all the vibration disappears. I think the carriage is making this. That's right, it's the side door which is making, the door which some...
Speech by Prime Minister John Diefenbaker on February 20th, 1958, where he announced the termination of the Avro Arrow program. He claimed that having nuclear surface-to-air missiles would be much more efficient. Most of us know that Canada does not currently have nuclear warheads. Oh, hold on, have I told you about the buzzing of buffalo? We flew the Avro Arrow by buffalo, scaring the United States, causing them to highly recommend the termination of the program. Watch this reenactment here.
Maybe we can have some fun after all.
What are you doing?
Ever been to Buffalo?
Where's he gone?
Arrow 201 coming, please.
Everything's fine here, just checking FCS response. Let's go wake up the Yanks over at Niagara Air Force Base.
Captain, look at this. Look at that son of a bitch come at us. What the hell was that?
Wow!
The government gave Avro two options: declare everything as surplus, which was highly not recommended, or give it to DNA to scrap. Avro saved the front of an aircraft and put it behind a wall, which was not discovered till years later and recently put in a museum. Most of the engineers who worked on the Avro Arrow either moved to the United States or unfortunately committed suicide. After the end of the Avro Arrow program, Avro struggled to get more contracts, one of their last being a UFO-like airplane flying vertically. Next we will view a heritage minute of the Avro aircraft.
You know the story, when the RCAF said Mach 2 fighter, 2 place 1,000-mile range, the British said it was impossible. The Yanks tried twice and failed. They said, you're dreaming. We said, fine, we'll build it right here in Toronto. And now you guys, my guys, are saying that it can't be done, that they were right?
Now that's the rocket that we used to get the model up to speed, and then the onboard sensors tell us that...
Come on, baby.
Damn it! But we did it according to your specs. The specs have changed.
We did it.
Arrow 201. You cleared for takeoff.
Although the government cancelled the project and destroyed the prototypes, the Avro Arrow remains for Canada a world benchmark in aerospace achievement.
People were so upset with the cancellation of the Avro Arrow program that they began to make comics making fun of the Prime Minister. You can view some of those right now. Recently, it was thought that an Avro Arrow was found at the bottom of Lake Ontario, but it turned out that it was actually a test model of the Delta wing design, which was relatively new at the time of making the Avro Arrow. The nose of the model was crushed, likely due to hitting the water at such a high rate of speed. If we look back on the technology that was put into the Avro Arrow, imagine what Canada could have done if they didn't cancel the program. We can only imagine what types of aircrafts that could have been invented if we had continued. Alright, let's recap what we've learned. Canada created a supersonic aircraft costing about $3.5 million. In comparison, an F-18 costs $83 million. It would be equipped with air-to-air nuclear missiles. It was cancelled and then was supposed to be replaced with ground-to-air nuclear missiles. We recently discovered a test model at the bottom of Lake Ontario. And currently, Canada only uses F-18s in its Air Force. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.